Okay, set timer. Mail laundry. Okay. I got some videos on the side here to help me.
Did you know you could jump?
Help me out here. We're gonna do time trials today. Again, wait. Okay, I didn't have a star. Wonder if you need a star to jump this thing. Hmm. Looks like I almost made it over. Interesting. Okay, I don't know how reliable that is. Oh. It's like maybe somebody did it, actually. with mushrooms. No, maybe not, actually.
Mushroom item for a boost. To perform it properly. This course was one of the toughest time trials in the game for me. You have to beat the time of 1 minute and 30 seconds without using a mushroom item. There is a lot of quick turns on this course, and you're going to need to perform a mini boost on almost all of them. The track is pretty straightforward. It's just hard and takes practice to get down. There is no secret formula to beating this time. You just have to.
Okay, how about mostly for skips? All official markers is voice shortcuts. Oh wow. Interesting idea.
Son of a
Glitch.
Mario Kart 64, the kart racer to end all kart racers, and in this episode we're going to explore some serious lap skipping glitches, starting with Toad's Turnpike. Now this first skip is pretty technical, so stay with me on this one. When the race starts, you're going to jump and get stuck inside the barrier at the side of the track. This has to be done where the track crosses over itself, which you can see on the map. Once Lakitu catches you, hold the B button, steer right, and then hit the A button as soon as you're back on the track. Once you're facing all the way right, immediately let go of the B button, and if performed correctly, you should shoot straight through the barrier and the wall. The reason this happens is Lakitu can't catch you while already on screen from the previous animation. The barrier also has no collision detection for a few frames, meaning you're able to clip through the barrier and the wall to land on the track below. The position of the initial jump to get into the barrier laps in Kalimari Desert. When the race starts, hang back to skip laps in Kalimari Desert. This next glitch skips laps in Kalimari Desert. When the race starts, hang back to get into 8th position and then head for the item boxes. With any luck, and because of your position, you'll get a star power-up. With this star, head into the train tunnel, and about halfway through, Lakitu will tell you to reverse. Activate the star, and then randomly, you'll have skipped a lap. In Frap Snowland, when the race begins, turn around and then head back onto the bridge and then turn back again to turn around the lap. Power up. With this star, head into the train tunnel and about halfway through, Lakitu will tell you to reverse. Activate the star and then randomly, you'll have skipped the lap. In Frap Snowland, when the race begins, turn around and then head back onto the bridge and then turn back again to face the finish line. Drive forward and jump directly from the bridge and onto the snow without touching the road. Keep driving past the finish line and then you'll get stuck. Lakitu will put you back down on the bridge and then you'll be a lap ahead. Perform the process 2 more times and then the race is over. The game thinks you're at the end of the last lap each time Lakitu puts you back on the bridge because you jumped from the road to the snow. Next to Wario Stadium, where it's possible to jump over the first wall. Drive up this ramp and with a well-timed jump, you'll be straight over the top of the wall. But there's also a way to jump back over this red and white wall. This second jump back over is very tricky as the timing on it is tight, about a 15th of a second. But this jump also depends on what part of the wall you hit. The tops of the wall are sloped away from you, which will help push you over the top of it, but it'll take practice. If you do this trick 3 times, you'll beat the track in record time. In Royal Neck, this second
that's
this jump
crazy.
also depends on what part of the wall you hit. The tops of the wall are sloped.
Let's try this Wario Stadium thing.
Away from you, which will help push you over the top. Depends on what part of the timing on it is tight, about a 15th of a second. But this jump also
1/15th of a second. That's like. That seems wrong. 1/15th. Around 30 FPS. And 30, it's between frames.
also depends on what part, as the timing on it is tight, about a 15th.
Oh my god.
For the second, but this jump also depends on what part of the wall you hit. The tops of the wall are sloped away from you, which will help push you.
Oh my goodness.
You over the top depends on what part of the wall you hit. The tops of the wall are sloped away from you, which will help push.
Where am I? Wow, I could do like to take you for this. Huh. Well, that's broken. Man, I hate it when this happens.
Push you over the top depends on what part of the wall you hit. The tops of the wall are sloped away from you, which will help push you over the top of.
Man, I keep hitting this off-road section. Does not count as a lap. Wow. There we go. Man. Let me put in my laundry. I think I'm tired. Put a timer for an hour. 20. Man, it seems like it pushes you almost no matter what.
The wall you hit. The tops of the wall are sloped away from you, which will help push you.
I feel like I just have to be careful not to hit too much facing an angle. Maybe like more straight on. Yeah, there we go. Wow. How much is a normal Wario Stadium lap, I wonder? Wow. Lakitu.
Over the top of it, what part of the wall you hit. The tops of the wall are sloped away from you, which will help push.
There's a line there. Can I use this reference? I'm gonna try normally, see how fast I go. Oh wow. this skip was a lot. That first skip part of the skip is a lot bigger than I thought it was. I think this is it, where it drops me off. One minute, 25 seconds. So if I can't do it before that, it wouldn't be worth. Yeah, this is the skip portion, so even if I were to do the first part, it would be worth. Oh my god. So 125, as long as I can get the trick before 1 minute 25 seconds, it's worth going for. Wow, lucky 2. Okay. Ah, drats. That's like catastrophic when you do it wrong because then you have to do both tricks again. Oh, Wakatu. There we go. Yeah, still way better than normal time. Wow. Oh my god, Wakatu. It wasn't for Wakatu to be so free. Oh my god. Wakatu. Okay, there we go. Okay. Unbelievable. Alright, let's see what's that. Let's see what's next actually.
You over the top of it, but it'll take practice. If you do this trick 3 times, you'll beat the track in record time. In Royal Raceway, there's a skip that requires you hop across the river at speed and then land on the other side at a very specific polygon face. As you drift right around that sharp corner, start another drift to the left, and this helps you build up speed to make the jump across. The game thinks you attempted the jump from the huge ramp ahead and failed, then puts you back at the top of the ramp again. In DK's Jungle Parkway, there's a pretty big glitch that skips at the top of the game thinks you another drift to the left, a polygon face. As you drift right around that sharp corner, start another drift to the left, and this helps you build up speed to make the jump across.
Let's try this. It seems a little difficult, but. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Cross. The game thinks you attempted the jump from the huge ramp ahead and failed, then puts you back at the top of the ramp again. In DK's Jungle Parkway, there's a pretty big glitch that skips a lap. When the race begins, turn and go backwards and then turn back around, somewhere about here. What you're attempting to do is clip through this area of the wall. Get some speed up and drive directly at that area. Now this glitch is tricky because you're clipping out of the track to register a lap change and then clipping back into the track to continue the race. Thankfully you just have to drive in a straight line, but the angle is key and it's pretty precise. You have to be far right enough to trick the game into thinking you completed a lap, but far enough left to clip back into the track. Do this process 2 more times and you'll finish the race. Onto Yoshi Valley now and a lap glitch that process 2.
Okay, this one doesn't look too difficult. Yo, what's up? The good of days. Oh, Mexicano Maximo. Yes, except we're gonna break the game. With glitches. Let me see. So about right here. Why can't I reverse? What's going on? It's me, Dennis. It's Daniel, right? Yeah, I forgot. I thought it was you. I figured. Hello there. You want to see my PSA cards? Well, I already sent them to you, really. You saw them. Actually, the best picture you can probably see of them. I got a bunch of cards PSA graded. Oh, okay. Well, that's not what you're supposed to do. I see. If you're wondering why I'm playing this game, me and Alexa have been farming a Mario Kart tournament in Game Lab, and we've been playing Mario Kart World, but I guess they changed it to they're gonna change it to Mario Kart 64. This thing. They're gonna change it to Mario Kart 64 this time around. So I'm just gonna get like insanely good at this game to where I destroy everybody. It was my plan. Okay, there I think I was good if I had enough speed. But hello there. How have you been, Daniel? I don't know if what else I have to say. I feel like I had something. I don't know though. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, let me try to get this. Why can't I reverse? I could have sworn there was a reverse button. Oh, there I just clipped it back inbounds too quickly, I think. Okay, 1 second. I need to see where this guy goes.
Into the track. This glitch is tricky because you're clipping out of the track to register a lap change and then clipping back into the track to continue the race. Thankfully, you just have to drive in a straight line, but the
Still working, but trying to get another manager job somewhere else? How about you, bro? Another one? Man, you're always moving jobs crazy. I don't know how you do it. What's it called? I am still Nordstrom. W. Cock. I've actually been applying for other stuff, but nothing that's even strictly better for the most part. And no job has gotten back to me. So sadly, I think I'm stuck at Nordstrom, but at least I tried my car for free, so it's not horrible. And I've been house hunting, although I'm not ready to buy necessarily, but I'm like, but I could be. So we're just looking at houses, looking at the market, looking at different areas like Hemet and Apple Valley and whatnot to see what seems good and reasonable, and get a feel for like how quick houses, leave the market and what type of houses sell quickly, and just paying attention to everything and going to see neighborhoods to see if how bad or good they are and whatnot. So that's what I've been doing. My Nordstrom sponsored electricity. But other than that, yeah, we've been farming the Mario Kart tournament. Oh, what the heck? We've been farming the Mario Kart tournament, and I've been trying to go to some other Smash tournaments, but I've been keep getting second at like everything I go to, and it's very annoying. But other than that, yeah, I PSA graded my cars. That's epic. Yeah, just trying to save for my house. Really is the biggest thing that I can think of. And my credit actually has I think I told you, it recently improved because of the school loan thing that had happened like way back in the past. So I've been applying for A, credit cards, but B, I've been opening bank accounts for the like the new. Oh, it didn't count. What the heck? But to get the new sign-up bonuses. So that's what I've been doing as my side hustle recently. I don't know if you know about that. I don't know if it's worth your time, but it doesn't take much time to do. Ah, dang, that was close. Well, especially well, both of them actually. Credit cards because it's good to have multiple lines of credit, but also, you know, some of them are like $200 for spending $500 or more in 3 months, and it's like, you know, you're probably gonna spend $500 a month on something, you know. Something will always come up. So those are pretty solid, but making the bank account ones is also really easy. Because you just, you know, set up your direct deposit. Some of them are pretty easy and simple. You know, you have to look at which one and do your research, but like, you know, some of it's like $200 for having like $1,000 direct deposit within, you know, the first 6 months of having the account. It's like very simple, easy money. Man, this is hard. This one looks easy though. Like once you get it, I think you get it.
Lap change and then clipping back. Now this glitch is tricky because you're clipping out of the track to register a lap change and then clipping back into the
Yeah, this guy drives pretty far back though to get speed. Yeah. So that's something I need to start doing. Yeah, it's you should, low-key. I know Capital One has a pretty good one. If you're serious, actually, I think I could get referral bonuses if you're really serious. But if not, then I don't know. Right now, I'm doing the Capital One bank account and Wells Fargo bank account. Those are pretty easy. And then for credit cards, I would recommend the Wells Fargo Double Cash credit card and the Capital One Quicksilver credit card, because they're like the low for credit card standards, like $500 for like $200, and I think the Wells Fargo one $300 back. So I'm trying to save up for a new truck, so any extra cheddar would be good. Okay, all right. Well, maybe before I go to bed tonight, I'll send you some referral links or something if you want. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty easy money. Enrique got me doing it. He's the one that's like, oh yeah, I just sign up for all these things, get the bonuses, and I'm like, you know what? It's not too shabby, you know. You know, I don't think we've talked about credit cards too much. How many credit cards do you have, Daniel? I'm just curious. I was talking to Josue about it, and he's like, oh, I only have one credit card. Why would I need more? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the heck? Man, I'm clipping out of bounds and I'm clipping inbounds, but I think I'm not going far enough. One, see, that's not ideal for if you want goated. Whoa, how did I do that? Oh, what the heck? I can zoom out by doing this. Oh, that's actually really good. I should do that. I always want my camera to be like this. I didn't even know I could do that. That's crazy. Well, we need to fix that, Daniel, because so obviously though, let's preface it with some things, you know. Although I think you're smart enough to not do this, but for my own sake, I'm just gonna say it. You know, you don't want to spend more money than you have, but I imagine you know that I'm not credit savvy, other than paying off balance before the statement closing date, and that's it. Yeah. I mean, A, you want to continue to do that, but B, I mean, man, you okay? So there are certain things that affect your credit score, and you know, one of those things is lines of credit and credit history. So average credit history. So ideally, you want to do it sooner rather than later. The more lines of credit you have, the stronger your score will be over the course of time, especially if you continue to have those accounts for a long period of time. But why I'm recommending the ones I did is because there's zero APY, or sorry, not APY, although that shouldn't matter because you should pay them off for the most part. But yeah, 0 annual fee for having the card, right? So you'll never close them. I got 11 years of credit history. Well, average credit history? So have you never, is this credit card the only thing you have and you had it for 11 years? Or have you had like a car loan or something? Or a truck loan, I don't know if you, but have you had that, or is it just your, just the one credit card? Because technically, let's say you had the credit card for 11 years and then you have, you get a car loan a few years after that. Now your average credit history is the average between the two of them. So my strat will make the average go down, the average credit history go down, but having the multiple lines of credit will be stronger over the course of time. Which is why I'm opening up as much as I can, especially now that my credit's fixed. Because I get bonuses anyway, right? But also, when push comes to shove and it's time to get a house, instead of having, only one line of credit or a few lines of credit, I'm gonna have like 7 lines of credit that have all been in good standing for an average of, 3 years or however much it'll be, because because some of it was I had it longer, but some of it is going to be more recent. But yeah, I don't know. Having multiple cards can be good, especially. Well, what card? You mind me asking? What credit card do you have? I have loans open up throughout the years, but always just pay them off on time. Just finished up paying my debt from stuff with my ex, and I'll be golden. Debt from stuff with my ex. What debt could you possibly talking about? Is it like personal debt between the two of you, or is this like something worse? Well, okay. Either way, we don't need to dwell on that though. What credit card do you have? I'm just curious. Because credit cards too, they do have different bonuses, like the Wells Fargo card, 2% cash back on every purchase. That one's solid. Some have revolving categories. I don't like to mess with those as much because I don't want to pay attention to whatever categories might get more or less cash back. I have Discover student card from when I went to college. Okay. I'm not very familiar with this card, but this is good. That means there's a lot of room for improvement. So, certainly that Wells Fargo, I'm assuming, although I'm not sure, actually now I want to look it up, so I'm going to look it up so I can see what position you're looking at. Discover student card. Is it called that? I guess so. Student card. Sure. 5% cash back on everyday purchases at different places you shop each quarter, like groceries, restaurants, gas stations, and more, up to quarterly maximum. When you activate, plus earn 1% cash back on all other purchases. So there's a cashback calendar. Where is it? What is this? Okay. Restaurants and home improvement. So what is this? Cash back on all the purchases if you have that plus, which I don't know what the heck that is. But 5% cashback is actually goated in that whatever category. 24% interest rate, bro. Yes, sure, but every credit card is gonna have is 24, 27%. I mean, all of them are gonna have horrible interest rates. That's why you don't ever want to. That's why you always want to pay off your statement balance. You never ever want to have pay any interest on it on the credit cards. It's horrible, right? And that's where most people get screwed over because they think that they're getting free money, but they're not, right? So never ever want to pay interest rate. No limit. What the heck? dollar for dollar match and all the cash back you earn. Okay, that's kind of crazy actually. Interesting. But I don't use this card because I'm still paying off the debt I have from my ex when I remodeled her house. That's not good. That does not sound good. But shaking my head, Daniel. Jeez. Oof. Well, okay. Either way, max out the card and still owe. Max out the card. What? You maxed out this card? I hope that's not what you're saying. This card, the set 24% interest rate card? Is that what you're saying? Oh. Oh my. Wait, what? What? Why would you do that? So you're paying 24% interest rate? That's why. What are you spending? That should be the first thing you spend your money on, is getting that paid down. Okay, $15,000 bank loan too. Okay, that I'm hoping that's a little bit less interest rate, the bank loan. Dang. Well, yeah, that's not good. But that's not good because 24% interest rate is terrible. And 45,000 loan on top of that, from what was the $45,000 loan for? All what I'm still paying off. What? Why do you still need to pay this off, Daniel? What the heck? Aren't you a manager? What the heck? What the heck? That's crazy. Well, that's no good. Anyway, so that student card actually seems legit, at least for this. If you do use this 5% cash back for whatever the calendar, whatever it happens to be for. So right now it'd be restaurants and home improvement stores. Because most cards, I would say 2% is like the golden standard average. Some cards are better, like American Express Blue Everyday card has a 3% cash back on 3 main categories throughout the year, up to $6,000 each, which I wouldn't plan on spending probably for the whole year. So like that one's a top tier, but Wells Fargo card is 2% cash back. Yeah, but I don't make that much money to pay it off in a lump sum. How long has this existed for? I don't know. I mean, you say lump sum, 24% interest rate on the credit card. Oh, that's like Mayday 911. Pay that off. You know what I mean? 4 years. Okay, no, something's not adding up. Something's not adding up because after 4 years, not making that much. Granted, I don't know how much you're paying for rent or mortgage or whatever, so that might be killing you, I guess. Because otherwise, I don't see how after 4 years well, I guess you haven't been a manager for 4 years either, so that shoots that in the foot too. Yeah, I don't know if you have student loans. So actually, I guess, man, real life stuff kind of gets in the way. I don't know. That's why I switched jobs so much, bro. You're trying to chase the bag, I suppose. Yeah, that's crazy. Gotta make more money, lol. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I try to, but I mean, you're obviously in a slightly more stronger spot to do so, right? I'm like, what's it called? $75,000 in student loans. Yeah, that okay. All right. Well, yeah, that'll kill you, I guess. That sucks. Well, shucks. Well, you know what? Maybe I just send you the bank account things. I mean, the credit card things are actually still good to open, and as long as you just don't put 7K on them and pay 24% interest. But maybe we should actually not do the credit card things actually yet until that all the other debt gets solved actually. So maybe let's close that up. I'll send you the bank account things for referrals, because that's easy. Just direct deposit and then get money for direct depositing a few times. But yeah, that is a lot of debt. Oh my god, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this trick. Wait a second, second lap. So it worked. Wait, but this guy like,
You just have to drive in a straight
he clipped
line.
through and then
Into
it
the
said,
to
he
continue
clipped
the
through and it
race.
said second lap.
Thankfully, you
Oh,
just have
no.
to drive in a straight line, but the angle is key and it's pretty precise.
Oh no, he
You have
doesn't.
to be far right enough to trick the game.
Oh,
into
yeah,
thinking
no.
you completed a lap.
He fell through and it said second lap immediately. But I had to drive past the finish line again. That's strange. Although I feel like if you clip out of the map, it probably counts as you like driving through the whole course. But yeah, these deaths are not good. Have you considered donating plasma, Daniel? That's also good. How has it been at the crib? At my crib, it's all right. You know, I come in my room, I do my thing. Nothing crazy, you know. Granted, I'm still looking for houses, but granted, I don't plan on moving out anytime soon because I'm not paying that much in rent, compared to certainly the market rate, right? But yeah, I just I come in my room, I do my thing, I just walk out. There's not really any big issues. That being said, I also do tend to, like, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early and go to Alexa's house in the morning, and she's been making me breakfast, and she works at Chipotle, so I've been going to get Chipotle for free. So she kind of has been taking care of me low key on the side here. So I haven't had to, for example, use the kitchen when people might be around or whatever. So. But so, taking all that into consideration, it's good. We're good. We're chilling so far. Nothing catastrophic. Oof. I wonder if I went through the wall that time. Okay, so I need a mushroom to go up that. Nope, didn't count. I gotta get up early too tomorrow at 5. Dang, that is early. Yeah, I'm getting up at, I think, 7:30. You just got home from work? Oh, dang. And then you gotta get up at 5 a.m.? That's crazy. Alexa's dad is a welder. He welds. So I don't know what you know about welding, but that's interesting. He has like a shop in Cabazon. But he says that if I ever want to learn stuff, I can go to the shop. Although I don't know how serious and how much he'll actually really want me there if I do want to go. But he at least seems open to the idea of it. So yeah, I'm just kind of scared of welding because it sounds dangerous. Like I'm gonna burn my hand off or something, you know. But knowing me, it's pretty fun, not too dangerous. Okay, all right. I thought you can like go blind or burn your hand off or something, but all right. All right. Well, I might go. I don't know. I don't know when exactly because my weekends just stay busy because I'm like either doing the Mario Kart tournament or some Smash tournament I'm practicing for, or we've been house hunting, me and Alexa, or like not really hunting because I'm not like prepared to buy the house. I don't have the mortgage loan approved or whatever, but you know, just doing errands like that where, you know, semi-timed. I could technically do it any weekend, but you know, in my head, I'm like, well, I have like free electricity right now at my work, so it's like may as well do these things while it's like I know I'm not gonna have to like pay for it. You know what I mean? In that kind of way. So I'm always doing some type of thing. So I don't know when I'll be able to go weld, but. Well, and his shop, he only has his shop open. Okay, that looks good. That now I should be able to do the lap. I'm surprised it doesn't just give me the lap right there, to be honest. No, it didn't work, huh? Yeah, I'm not... I guess I'm not good at this trick whatsoever. Or it must be really precise. Don't look directly at the arc without a shield. You will go blind. Yeah, well, that's what I'm afraid of, yeah. But I won't. I won't do that because my vision is very important for gaming, which is very, very important. I can't be blind and play video games. Oh, the lap counted. See, that's so weird. What did I do differently that the lap would have counted there, but not when I actually clipped to the wall? Oh. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe that, although I'm falling so far, maybe that counts. Okay, let's try it. Because he does put me over here, so, you know. So maybe this might be the noob version, but wait. Oh, yeah, okay, noob version is just kill myself. It's a little slower, but should be able to do this. Okay, let me try it. Let me try that. And be a tech 2? Yes, well, that would be a nice thing to achieve at some point, wouldn't it? Right now I have a write-up because I went to China. I'm surprised I didn't get fired though, to be fair. But afterwards, I don't know. You know, I don't see why I can't be a tech 2. You know, I'm actually learning a lot about conveyance. You know, changing MDR, just random stuff with DMS. I don't know. I know I still have a lot to learn actually. Now that I'm talking out loud, but. Okay, that's good. Even though I wanted to clip back in bounds, but this should count. Oh, actually, it puts me right here. Wow. Oh, it doesn't count. What the heck? But yeah, I mean, I personally would prefer working at some, you know, any other maintenance job because I feel you know, I'm under the impression that it will probably pay more if I'm coming from not the floor like I did at Nordstrom. But I forget what I was gonna say. I don't know though, you know. I'm like, I know things, but at the same time I don't. And I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'll just, you know, stay there. I get my free charging, and we have been, they kind of like are really on ops about trying to do the normal jams. So we actually do have time to like perform RPMs and actually do maintenance things during downtime window, like scheduling things for the downtime window and then trying to do them. So my job is only offering $30 an hour for Tech 2. You say only. At Nordstrom, I will be making as a Tech 2. I think the minimum possible they're allowed to make, which I think is what, 28? No car charging available. Okay, fair. That sucks for me, I guess, right? But I don't know. They claim, although I don't know how true it is or what it means, but they say that they're gonna have you start paying for charging at Nordstrom. But it sounds like it's gonna be like $1 or something, or a few cents, just so they can track it? Question mark. I don't know why they can't track it without making me pay, but that's so I hear. But $30 an hour is pretty good, I would think, or whatever the minimum is what I would make, because I'm making like 24, just over 24 right now. They did not give me a bonus this year because I didn't work last year, and they all of a sudden they say it's based off performance, or maybe it always was, I don't know, but either way, I had a broken leg, so I did not work. So as a Tech 2, I think the Tech 2 minimum pay is more than what did they say, 12% or something? Somebody told me something where you can only make a certain amount over what you're making if you get a promotion, but the minimum amount is over what I make as a Tech 1, so I'm assuming I would just get the minimum instead of the percentage, which would be even a lower number. For their tax purposes. Yeah, okay. But why can't they track it without why can't they track it without having you pay for it? That's what I don't get. But because they can track it for tax purposes, right? Charging us for tax purposes, unless people do have to pay for it to count towards the taxes. I'm not sure, but whatever. You get whichever is higher, yeah. So which would be, I think, whatever the minimum is, which I think is 28. It might be 26. I think it's 28. So, which would be it would be a decent improvement for me, but I don't know. I'm insulted though, because like the trainers at that building. Like, I know Abraham, one of the trainers at Nordstrom, he's making like 28, I'm pretty sure. And he just stands there and does nothing all day and just talks to people. And it's like, wow, that's crazy. Or I think somebody was telling me about an ops coordinator position where they'd start off at 28, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, why do they get paid more than me over here risking my life, gonna get arc flashed, you know? Breathing in chain dust, you know? Oh my god, I can't get this clip. Are any managers slots open there? I'll give you a raise. I don't believe so. Because there's all the managers all the managers exist, so I don't think that there are slots open, but that would be ideal. I wish there was, and I wish he would come back. That'd be great. I just have to apply wherever you work. You gotta send me the applications, you know? I'll apply. Man. Ah, I didn't clip back in. Yeah, so my current pace, I would not complete the race faster doing this. I'm trying to get something closer to home, and then I can hire you if the pay is better than $30 an hour. I'm trying to get something closer. I'm trying to? Are you still in Beaumont? Or I guess, not to dox you, I guess. Are you still where you used to live? I was just saying, no one's watching this, whatever. Okay, so when I spawn here, I know that it doesn't count. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, let me know. You know, I've applied to some places. I applied to Skechers. I applied to Wolverine. Or actually, I don't think Wolverine was hiring. That's what happened to that one. But I applied to Skechers. The one that's like coming into Moreno Valley. I forget where else, but applied to a few different places as maintenance technician. I've applied to some places as like normal job, like forklift driver and some stuff too. Matter of fact, I applied to Canes. That's right next to the Canes that we go to. I applied there just to see if I could get a job. I don't know, or maybe just to, you know, maybe I could work there on the weekend, my weekend days or something. But not even Canes would hire me. They rejected me. I didn't even get an interview or anything. I don't know what it is. I can't get like any job. That's why I'm also scared to like not to. I guess I'm not really. I don't think I'm gonna get fired, but you know, that's why it's like, I don't know. I just seem to struggle to work anywhere or to even get interviews places. And when I do interview, I don't. You know, usually. It's like I applied to Uline once, and I interviewed, and I thought it even went well, and they never got back to me. Harbor Freight Warehouse, best maintenance job I had. Really? Where is that? Is it around here? Maybe I could apply. Ken probably thought you were overqualified. I didn't even submit a resume. I never submitted a resume to Canes. You hit apply. They make you take like all these questions. That's like, how do you feel? Like a personality quiz is almost what it feels like. And then, oh snap, that was it. I think. Hopefully it didn't give me the lap though. Oh, yep, that was it. I got the clip. Man, I'm gonna go to this tournament. There's all these casuals. I'm gonna cheese them so hard. It's gonna be hilarious. Moreno Valley. Okay, I'll you know what? I'll look at their thing. Yeah, but Canes, I didn't even no resume. I did their little personality quiz, and there's this one place that my buddy Imposter Steven had applied to, and him and his friend Real Steven, or my friend Real Steven, got a job at that was like driving forklifts for like $22 an hour or something. I was like, that's really good. This is way back in the day though. And I had applied, and I went through they had like a personality quiz, and I failed it, and I talked to them about it, and they're like, oh, well, you have to basically hit like strongly agree to like everything that like make it really seem really obvious, you know. And I was like, oh, I was actually like answering the questions honestly, whoops. But this time around, I did everything exactly what they would want to hear, and I still failed, so. No, I don't know. They might just not be hiring though, Canes. But boom. Okay, look at that time. Look at that time. A normal lap, I think. I'm gonna drive this course normal just to see. Normal lap, I think, is about 125. 50, 27, 120. Bro, these casuals are cooked, and I I haven't even done it at Walmart. I actually may have. I think I did apply to Walmart. But they just never got back to me. I think I actually did apply to Walmart though. The one right here in town. Apply as a maintenance tech, not as a worker. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if it would even pay. The thing with Cane's, the thing with fast food is actually, you know, $20 an hour ain't shabby, you know, when all things considered. Like, there's some warehouse out here, I think it calls like CJ Foods or something. I think they're paying the workers like $17 an hour. So, you know, okay, wow, okay, never mind. A normal lap is 4 minutes or 49 seconds, so I guess I really gotta do my strat correctly or else I'm gonna get beaten. Oops, well, that wasn't good. Oh, what? Why is it spawning over here? What the heck? Do you know how much Harbor Freight pays for anything I might possibly qualify for? Oh, that might be too. Oh, wow, good angle. Wow, perfect. That's what I want to be doing if I were to drive this course, but it looks like I'm just going to do a glitch. Unless this guy tells me no glitches, which would be crazy. The TO of this. Tech 237? Whoa. Now that would be a big pay jump. That'd be a big pay jump. Man, that would be house worthy. Let me quit this. I'm done with this. Yeah, I mean, I'll apply, but who's to say I'll get it? Let's see. Harbor Freight. Boop. Careers. Sales, retail sales, Rialto, Hemet. What is this? No jobs. Are they not hiring right now? I don't see any for Marina Valley either. You'd think it would pop up. Retail sales associate. The anticipated rate is $20 per hour. At least it's 20. Check Indeed. Indeed, I don't know how to do this. Let's see. What is this? Oh, I thought either A, you were calling, or B, what's it called? Something important was happening. Or maybe my laundry's actually about to be done. See, before I applied for my credit card, oh, you can't see. The credit score right now 786. Before I applied for the credit cards, it was 17 more, so I think it was like 803 or something. I don't know what I'm talking about with credit cards. Sorry, I mean, what am I doing? 25% point discount too. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. It's not bad actually. And actually useful things like tools instead of Nordstrom. Why would I ever need a pair of clothes? I do not know. I can get $5 shirts off Amazon for $5 shirts, 5 $1 shirts, or I don't know what I'm saying, but maintenance technician, California, sure. Can I be specific? I don't know how to spell. Great. Oh, forklift repair. I don't know if I can do that, but nosebleeder. While you're job hunting, yes. Did you get my message that I may have left my watch at your house? I'm just wondering. Daniel's in the YouTube chat, by the way. Alexa, this is Alexa's nosebleeder, by the way, Daniel, and she's over here in Twitch chat. I don't know why she's up right now, but anyway. I haven't watched. No. The watch is missing. I don't know why you're up. I'm grinding Mario Kart and job hunting, being two very, very important things. I think I'm at like 740 or more. That's good. Should be better. Should be better. At your age, Daniel. You gotta. Well, I guess you got a bunch of stuff though. You could. I will say though, but you know what? I will recommend you. You could do the Amazon credit card because that one you get instantly, no strings attached. You just get a gift card from Amazon. And then you have this card, and you can never have to use it until you are ready to. Or I guess if you buy stuff on Amazon, you do get like 3% cash back, which is relatively good for credit cards, right? Yeah, the Amazon credit card, yeah. Well, that's a good one because I'll refer it to you though, so I get a bonus to it. I get a cut maybe. But that one you won't be pressured to spend more money for a sign-up bonus because it sounds like you have other things to worry about. But you'll still get the instant gift card, which is cool. You know, you probably shop on Amazon at some point anyway. Capital One Black card? What the heck is that? It sounds like a... The heck are you talking about? The Venture X rewards? Is that the black one? I don't see the black card. What the heck is this? Helen black card. Is it? Oh, key. Is it this one, the Venture X, or is that its? Oh, American Express. Are you talking about the American Express Platinum card? That's what you're talking about? Yeah, don't get that. You're not ready for that. It's not black though. I thought it was. Oh. 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 Okay, yeah. Well, very funny. No one's there yet. Invitation only, charge card, high net worth individuals, featuring, oh, that's my laundry. With $5,000 annual fee. Yeah, no. No. We don't talk about that. Okay, anyway, maintenance technician, forklift repair, you know, it's not really. Okay, warehouse, maintenance associate. Paris? Home Depot. This isn't even Harbor Freight. So that means it's probably, they don't have jobs open, huh? Black card requires you to spend a minimum of $2,500 a year? Really? Or else they kick you. That's crazy. Can I apply them? Oh. This isn't what I meant to apply for, but here we are. Does it say that my hourly rate? What would be? No? Doesn't say. Doesn't want to tell me. Is this even actual maintenance, or is this like? It says building repairs.
Something that I've soldering one.
But then it shows not that here, but I have to have it counts. Home Depot has good benefits. You apply for Home Depot? This one in Paris? Well, I guess it seems like Harbor Freight isn't hiring. It appears, right? I typed it in right here. Yellow, I guess I'll make an account. What's the name of your first school? I don't know. I don't even know what the answer to these are. Well, I guess I do actually. Ba-ba-ba-ba. 8-10 minutes. Fabric. This application. Okay, sure. Started. Current employee. Okay, we're gonna do this off screen in case there's sensitive information. Let's see. Home Depot. Skechers I applied for. Target I applied for actually as well. Granted, maybe I could reapply to Skechers and Target because they haven't gone back to me yet. Let's see. Current employee. Are you affiliated? Are you current employee of Home Depot? No. It requires you to be 18 years of age. Yes. State. What state am I in? Phone number. What? I have to put the dashes? That's so stupid. That red flag. Amazon, I don't know if I can be hired there. So, although I should, maybe I should just throw an application at them anyway. Can't hurt. I'm only planning to buy a used truck anyways, so MSRP is 15K. Wait, what's wrong with your truck though? It sounds like you have other places to put 15K, if not for that credit card. Yeah. Please list 3 previous positions which are relevant. Oh my god, so much work this is. Let's see. Nordstrom. Maintenance technician. When did I work there? Oh man, 2022? Might have been 2021 I started, I don't remember. I think it was 2021 of June, like 16th or something. To today. I will work weekdays, sadly. Saturday, sure. Sunday, sure. All time periods I can work. I can work 24 hours straight. MPG is costing me miles per gallon? Yeah. Well, that's why. Well, you gotta ride your motorcycle, man. Because, yeah, the gas prices are crazy. There's a maintenance manager spot you can take downtown at Pericon Juices. It offers hybrid shift. I can take this manager spot because you're leaving it. Is that what is that what you're trying to suggest? Oh. Equal employment opportunity. Yep. A male. Do I have a better chance of getting a job if I'm Hispanic or Latino or not? Because I am Puerto Rican, but I don't have to be. You know what I mean? What do you think, Daniel? For you, bro, there's a maintenance manager spot you can take downtown at Pericon. Why is this manager spot available? And am I qualified? Is that I don't even know what Pericon is. Is that a place? Oh, it's a fragrance store. Race. What race should I be? Ooh. Should I be Hispanic or Latino? Or it asked me if I'm Hispanic or Latino, and then it asked me for my race, and then one of the options is Hispanic or Latino, and the other one is white, not Hispanic. Why does it specify twice? Making sure I'm not Hispanic or making sure I am or not. Man. I don't know what I should be. I don't know what race is more optimal. Question not legally if I no. There's not even anywhere I could submit my resume. Okay, sure. Send the application. Sure thing. Take an assessment before you considered for employment with the company. Why did I have to apply first before I did this? You can't just choose a race. No. I am both. But I am also, I don't have to be, if it's not beneficial for me, I don't have to be Hispanic or Latino. You know what I mean? And, I don't have to be white either. I can just be whatever I want to be, I hoping I can share this. I'm kind of scared though. It's going to put sensitive information on the screen, so I'm actually not going to do it. Assessment, free of distraction. Please carefully 17 minutes. Wait, what? Okay, it usually takes 17 minutes. Okay. I think I'll be fine. Maybe you can help me cheat. Ready? Make sure the testing experience is possible. Good question. Accessibility icon. Okay, we're gonna risk it. On screen. Here we go. Tips. Okay, usually I get along with other people exceptionally well. Look. See, it's one of these things. So I'm gonna say exactly what they want. I have been late for work or an appointment in the last 6 months. Never. When considering the amount of recognition I receive from my accomplishments, it is usually. Okay, this is a tough one. Do I do none at all, or do I do occasional? Not much. Humble, but truthful. None at all seems too unreasonable. Like nobody that wants no recognition for anything they do. No one. This is obviously a bad answer. I don't know. Usually work at a speed that is much faster than most people. Yes, but the thing is, I can't somewhat faster. I don't. If I feel like much faster, might seem like I'm gonna topple over people. But screw it. I don't know what's going on. My ability to influence others to do what I want them to do is very excellent. I have not given it much thought. See, is this actually the true best answer, right? Because I want them to think I'm a manipulator. But I'm just put excellent. Why not, when I ask supervisor how fast I respond to problem solutions, they will rate me as much faster. Sure. I believe potential or actual ability to supervise others is excellent. You ask my supervisor about the amount of supervision I need, they will say that I need much less than others. The most accurate description. Wait. Yes. Good answer. Next. The most accurate description of when I work best is when under pressure, left alone, in the mood to do so, when there's a lot of activity going on. When I am under pressure, my best work is then the help I receive from supervisors. While the job has been the help I receive from supervisors while on the job has been excellent. Sure. People I've worked for in the past always listen to my input. If I get in, I'll push you through to an interview and hire you. What, for Home Depot? All right. Relative to my peers, I believe I am much more aggressive than most others. What? Much less aggressive than most others. The description that describes me best is that I am I don't know if it's better to be predictable or not predictable, you know? For a job, you would think it's always predictable, you know? I don't care. I guess I'll do the middle. I'm scared now. On average, I usually arrive to appointment meetings very early. Very early seems like a waste of time, but whatever. Like you actually want to be optimized. You don't want to be too early. But anyway, following statement that is true of my organization. Too many people who waste time on this. There are too many people who only care for themselves. There are too many people who sign enough drive. There are too many people bluff their way along. There are too many people not loyal to the organization. There are too many people that waste time on this. They're all bad. Drive, because it makes it seem like I'm the one with the drive. The customer asks you a question, but you do not know the answer. You feel that they expect you to know the answer. What would be the most likely to do? If I'm a manager, I have the answer to the question, tell the customer something now and correct it later, try to redirect customer's attention to a different topic. Tell the customer that you do not know the answer, but you'll find out. These two are, this is fine. This one's fine. Tell the customer you don't know. Because find your manager, okay, it might seem like you're like needing the manager too much. What about security? Stupid easy job? If it paid well, I guess I wouldn't be opposed to it. I feel like security doesn't scale, you know. I do like maintenance because not only does it, like, you know, in theory pay well, and it is a little bit more engaging than like the normal job of like putting boxes or even security. Sounds boring and easy and boring, but you know, also it scales, you know. The security really scale, where it would be pretty easy though, I would imagine, hopefully. But maintenance, it scales to, like, you know, potentially be a tech 3 someday and make pretty decent money doing so, and or if all else fails, it could scale into my personal life and save me money in the future, because now I see some problem with my car and I can be like, oh, you know, I might actually have an ability to do it myself and save money that way, you know. So, and not just the car, but with anything, my 3D printers, with whatever. So I feel like I'm trying Walmart maintenance tech. Yeah, I should. I did apply a while ago, so I could reapply. Let me get through this. When we asked your most recent manager, how often will they say that you accidentally provide inaccurate information? Never. When we asked your most recent manager how quickly will they say you're able to resolve really difficult customer problems much faster than others. When a customer asks me to do something that is someone else's job, I am most likely to find an appropriate employee to introduce them to the customer. I escalate the customer to my manager so I can receive assistance and give them contact information appropriate person. Do what I can for the customer, even if it's doing things that are not my job. I'm not allowed to do what they... You and employees from other departments are discussing challenges in the shared work process. One time, I'm gonna put my laundry to dry for like 20 extra minutes just to ensure they're dry. Oh, I said that they're still drying. So, I guess they're definitely not dry yet then. He employs department discussing challenges they share in work process when talking about how to improve work processes with them. It is most important to consider how long they have been with the company, the individual perspectives, previous experiences working with you, how similar ideas are, their role in the work process. Their role share. I don't know what else. Why anything else would even matter? A customer has a problem with what needs to be fixed immediately. Man, this is a long thing. To properly fix the problem, you need to gather some information from customer. The customer is angry and impatient. What would you do? Most likely do? Gather information quickly. Ask manager to explain what happened. Try to find. Explain what might happen if you try to fix the problem without the information. Take all the time you need. Gather quickly you can now and make any other fixes later. Try to fix the problem quickly based on what you already know. Explain what might happen if you try to fix the problem quickly without the information. Customer had a problem that needs to be fixed immediately. To properly fix their problem, you need to gather the information from the customer. I don't know what type of problem that is, but I think that's the most pragmatic answer. And contact your most recent manager. How often will they say you make sure to understand what the customer needs before you begin helping them? Much more often than others. Customer is complaining to you about an issue they're having with your company's product. You know from experience that the issue was caused by a customer. They clearly wrong, but they insist that you fix the issue. What would you most likely do? Let the customer finish complaining and explain to them why they have an issue. Ask them to stop explaining. Okay, tell them that you will get back to them after customer manager about the issue. Explain what they did to create the issue and help the customer purchase the new product. Tell them that you will replace the product, but they need to be careful not to do again. AutoZone maintenance tech? That doesn't sound like a bad one. I just don't know if I'm qualified, but qualified enough. I don't see why not. I know some parts that exist in a car that other people don't. I know how to do an oil change, at least fundamentally, you know. Is it in Redlands? Are you on the site? Just send me the link. I'll apply there too. Someone that did create an issue and help them purchase a new product. Ask them to stop and explain. Okay. This one doesn't seem horrible. Explaining them why they're having the issue. Like, and then if it keeps escalating, it's like, I don't know, but last year recently, how often will you say you'll be able to give bad news to customers that make them upset? Much more often than others. Yeah, let's see. Before I forget, I'm gonna see if I can find the referral link to the Amazon card. Sign Moon. Days ended. Invest. SeaWorld hired me as a maintenance tech for $35 an hour. Really? When was this? Working on the roller coasters and attractions? That sounds pretty fun, actually. When was this? Is that what you're doing right now? What investments? Unless it just doesn't exist anymore, but I don't think that's the case. Somewhat recently, I swear, referred Alexa. Oh, here it is. Boom. Okay. Well, that was it. I sent it to you if you actually want to. So, $60 Amazon gift card. Huh. So that's pretty good. If you do it through my link, then I get $50 Amazon gift card. So if you do it through that link, please. Refrigerated warehouse pay more for hazard pay. Really? Is it really that bad being refrigerated? A few years ago. Dang, man, what the? You really just getting jobs everywhere, huh? Okay, when we ask, I need to finish this Home Depot thing. When we ask your most recent manager how, excuse me, how often will it say that you ask for help when dealing with an angry customer? Never, much less. How often will they say that you were able to persuade customers to do something that they're willing to do? Much more often than others. 35 degrees Fahrenheit on one side and -5 degrees on the other side. Nothing a few coats can't fix, right? Okay, how often will they say you're able to build strong working relationships with with the customers? Much more than others. The people who know you best would be most likely to describe you as good amount of facts, patient with others, fast learner, well organized, great listener. When we ask your most recent manager how often will they say you have difficulty handling a lot of new information at once? Much less. Which of the following would the people who know you best most say accurately describes you? You build strong relations with others, who learn information, help others even when it's not convenient. I'd say that's actually a real answer too. Medline paid me $40 an hour as a lead tech. Is in Rialto. Medline. Bro, I don't know how you've had every job in existence. So, when you move job to job, you're always going up in pay? Has that just been the trend? Yeah, it's what is Medline? I still don't understand looking at the page. They transport medical things. That's the idea. So you've never taken a pay decrease moving jobs? I'm just curious. I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to, right? That'd be very stupid, but always gotta keep moving up. Exactly. My headset just turned off because it's been so long since audio has played. How would people know you best say you prefer to learn new tasks? Wait, how would people who know you best say you prefer to learn new tasks? Practicing over time. Be sure how to complete the task by trying it yourself. Real instructions before trying to complete the task. Have someone who knows the task watch you complete it. And follow along. This is true. I just don't know if it's the best answer. Sure, I'll do that one. Ask the most recent manager, how effective will you say you are using instructions to fix a problem you have never seen before? More effective than others. How will people know how you best rate your ability to solve logic problems and puzzles? Above average. Ask most women how often would it be to notice issues that could potentially become problems at work. Here's a manager or a similar person who assigns you work, such as a teacher. They will say that you are best at identifying patterns or issues in data. Being a team player. Team player, identifying patterns and issues in data, training others, being a leader, finding solutions to vague problems. Sure, that sounds techy. When you ask the review manager how often would you say you solve problems that other companies cannot? Oh yeah, sure, more often than others. How would you be able to rate your interest in understanding how things work? Oh, that's high, much more than others. Tasks would you most prefer to work? Developing work procedure, troubleshooting, work procedure, managing others, training, troubleshooting. When we asked your manager how else to rate the speed at which you learn new tasks and procedures much quickly. At work, you are responsible for answering questions, answering requests as quickly as possible. You have received too many requests at the same time. Which of the following would you most likely do? What's answering requests as quickly as possible? You receive too many requests at one time. Write down all requests and ask my manager. Okay, no. I listen, request, and decide no. Focus on handling. Write down requests so you can remember and decide and complete them. I'm falling asleep now? Okay. See you later, Daniel. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go to sleep soon too, don't worry. I need to complete these skips for Mario Kart. I got only I already know the Rainbow Road one, so Yoshi's Valley, I think there's a good skip, which I think is pretty easy to do, but after that, I will also head to bed after I'm done playing this. But yes, send me jobs that you think I have any chance of getting accepted at. Yes, we should catch up soon. And I will send you that thing, and I will also maybe send you a few bank accounts too that might be good to get free money from as long as you get direct deposit to them. Okay, let's see. You can get all the jobs, bro. I don't know, but I don't see. I can though. I can learn anything. You know, whenever I don't know something, you know, I just get shown how to do it, and I'm like, oh, that's not that hard. But yes. See you later, Daniel. Have a good night. You only gonna get like 2 hours of sleep. The best way to succeed in your job is to learn how to perform all your job tasks. You'll make mistakes. Sometimes we will ask you what type of mistakes you would be least likely to make on the job. What would they say? I wouldn't be late to work. Yeah, I'll do that one. HLS. They ask you most to describe the best attitude attribute. They'll say that you excel at delivering on every commitment, helping others when they struggle. Strong relationships and helping situation. Let me ask you who know you well, which following will they say best describe you? The feelings about being on time to start work. Being on time is important because it creates problems with other people. You're like, consequences are not worth it. It bothers me. That's what your manager expects of you. You've been working an important assignment, bad schedule, the manager made it clear that you've done on time. You cannot meet assignment deadline and complete the small tasks you have. Tell the manager that you can complete the assignment, but not the small tasks. Try to get all the small tasks done. Ignore the small tasks. Ask the manager whether your assignment or smaller tasks should be done first. Spend most of your time working on the assignment, but it says that, I'll do this one. When we ask your manager how often will they say you're late to work compared to others. Just following people who know you will say best describes you. Creative, innovative, keep my promises, confident, self-assured, test ahead schedule, very fair to everyone. Yes, you must be manager how often will you say that you complete work on time all the time. Give an important task work which is volume more likely to do. Ask my manager how I should complete the work. I'll say ways of working between other tasks, make plan, complete the task, wait for it to work. Wait to work on the task until I have time for that. Ask the manager how will they describe your ability to make good progress on your work when there is a lot of distractions. Oh, I'm finally done. Okay. Okay, I think I'm done with that, so I can continue my Mario Kart. I think I actually should practice this DK map first, though, again. So let me put that laundry. Let me put 20 more minutes on that laundry since I'm gonna be awake. Okay. I have to reopen this.
But far enough left to clip back, very optimal for this. The trick is a speed item, ideally a normal mushroom or 3, triple mushrooms being very optimal for this. The trick can be done with a star, but it's that much more difficult. Hang back into 8th place just like in Calamari Desert and go for the item boxes. Once you have some mushrooms, drive back towards the finish line and face this tree. You're trying to line up with a very small target on the cliffside, which you'll see in a second. If you hit that area, you'll fall down the cliff as usual, but the game registers the completion of a lap without you doing so. Repeat this process as many times as you can with the items you have, and you'll finish this race super quickly. Lining yourself up with the target is the hardest part. The tree is a rough marker, or failing that, eyeball it with what you see in this episode. Once you hit the cliffside, a bounce left is what you need, which you can't control, but if you hit the target or thereabouts, you'll naturally bounce left, which is a lap skip. Rainbow Road has this very famous trick to skip nearly half the track, which is performed by hopping over the fence and then sticking the landing at the other end. A very easy trick with practice, but you guys want to see something more challenging than that. On your way around the course, pick up a green shell and hold onto it till the last straight to the finish line. Aim the green shell at the fence, fire it off, get hit by the shell, and hopefully you'll clear the fence and fall towards the finish line. If done correctly, you'll pass the finish, but Lakitu will rescue you and put you back on the course just before the finish line, meaning you've essentially just completed another lap. This trick is very precise and is harder with a single green shell. The angle at which you fire the shell is key to getting hit and being knocked over the side. You also need to maintain your speed to get you past the finish line once you're off the track. So there you have it, guys, some cool glitches for you to try out in Mario Kart.
That sounds broken.
And if you like this episode, hit that like in a second. If you hit that area, you'll triple mush onto Yoshi the race. glitch that requires
Steam like overtook the controller, I think. What the heck? Where am I? Oh, that's a disaster. I didn't even know that could happen. They're locked over there. Who's controlling the camera? Not bad.
As a speed item, ideally a normal mushroom or 3, triple mushrooms being very optimal for this. The trick can be done with a star, but it's that much more difficult. Hang back into 8th place just like in Calamari Desert and go for the item boxes. Once you have some mushrooms, drive back towards the finish. Finish line and face this tree, the item boxes. Once you have some mushrooms, drive back towards the finish line and face this. Tree. You're trying to line up with a very small target on the cliffside, which you'll see in a second. If you hit that area, you'll fall down the cliff as usual. Target on the cliffside, which you'll see in a second. If you hit that area,
Do I have to jump? Didn't say anything about jump in the video, but. I don't think I did that right. Let's try. Nope. This one's pretty hard. Nope, I'm not gonna hit it. Oh, oh. Wow, it didn't even work. Oh, it did work. Oh, snap. This one's pretty difficult to do consistently, I feel like. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this garbage. So it's just Rainbow Road then. At least of the ones I did, so I'm gonna practice that and be done with this for tonight. I don't think I set my timer. I'll just set a 20-minute timer from here. Or 15. 14. What the heck? Guess I do need to practice this. Okay, and now I'm overshooting it. Wow. Wow. I actually think it's better to turn around. So I did have the blue. That seems like an alright point of reference. Okay, maybe the blue is the smartest idea. Maybe at the purple, after the purple. Oh. I wonder if I should have let myself fall. I wonder if that happens if you get put back down there because you touched the ground. Let's see. Okay. Still worth. It was a little bit of time, but. Seems like it works better. Get a better angle. Oh, still pop off. Alright. I think I'm done for the night. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out. I gotta go to bed. I have work tomorrow.